Head still, weight evenly balanced, grip pressure 60%. Hi, I'm Paul, and this is The Golf Show. Hi everyone, I'm Paul Hemlin. Welcome to The Golf Show. On The Golf Show this week we're going to talk about training aids. So that's equipment you can buy to help practice and improve your golf technique and your golf swing. But are there some training aids out there that are just a waste of money, that might even have an adverse effect on your swing? We're going to have a good look at those. We've got European Tour player Chris Hanson teaching us how to hit the stinger. We've still got Rory McIlroy's signed Nike shirt to give away, so get entered into that competition. That brilliant prize has got to go soon. As you can see, I'm in my back garden. We're still in lockdown in England, which does restrict the content I can create at the moment. But we're going to do some filming inside today, and there's a couple of reasons for that. One, it is absolutely Baltic. It feels like it's -10, so I want to get back inside and get nice and warm. And two, Zach has told me that I'm not allowed to knock over Mr. Freeze. I'd like to thank our existing viewers for their support. I really do appreciate it. If you are new to this channel, I would ask you to hit that subscribe button and turn on those notifications. That way you're not going to miss any of the great content we're putting out there each week. But that's more than enough from me. Let's get on with the golf show and let's get inside. Since we've been in lockdown, I think now more than ever, there's been a real desire from golfers to practice at home, just to get out there and hit some balls in the back garden. You know, we're all really missing our golf. There's lots of golf books out there, lots of golf magazines, all with instructions in them. You can buy lots of different training aids, and that's what we're going to focus on today. And when I say training aids, I think they really fall into three categories. There are, proper training aids that are there to help you learn, maybe to fix your grip, your posture, your swing. There are practice aids that help you there to get more reps in, to build up some consistency. And there's also some equipment that's really there just as a warm-up. So before you go out on the course, stuff you need to be doing, equipment you can use to help you warm up. So we're going to look at all three of those. But you've got to be really careful. When we went into the first lockdown, a good buddy of mine who plays off a 4 or 5 handicap bought a net for the garden. Every day he'd hit 100 balls or so into that net, but he was actually ingraining a fault. So when we came out of lockdown, he must have lost 10 balls off the tee, big high slices, which wasn't like him at all. But what he'd been doing without knowing it was ingraining a fault. So you've got to be really careful when you're doing this. You've got to be really careful when you're buying a training aid to see if you actually use it, are you using it correctly, and is it the right thing for your golf swing? One of my favourite golf books is this, The Little Red Book by Harvey Penick. Harvey Penick was a great golf coach over in the States, and there's a line in there that says, if I told you to take some medicine, you wouldn't take the whole bottle. And I really like that, and I think that's really appropriate for golf training aids. So let's bear that in mind. And now let's have a look at some of these aids that are out there. Some of these stuff are pure crazy, some of them I think are fantastic. Some of them are things that you may already have around the home. Okay, so let's have a look, let's see what's good, what's bad, and what we just want to avoid. Okay, so first up, I've got an aid here, which is a moulded grip that's been fitted to an old iron. And the purpose of this is to teach you how to grip the club properly. So your hands go there, they can't go anywhere else. Now I do like that. I've had a strong grip for years. Things like this are helpful. But again, you've got to be careful. Who's to say that that is the right grip? If you look at the grips of, say, a Jordan Spieth or Dustin Johnson here, his grip wouldn't work on something like that. So just be careful, and I wouldn't buy one of these unless your club pro tells you to. Okay, this is called the Sted Head. Apparently what this is going to do is to help me keep my head still in the golf swing. Okay, let's try it out. So the idea is I can see that there, I can see the ball, and if I move my head, which I did there, I can see the little yellow diamond moving. What do you think? So this costs £25. It's got an ambidextrous design, it says, so you can use it left or right-handed, so that's handy. Comes in a little box, so you can carry it about, so when you go down the driving range, it's not going to get damaged, because I'm just not going to use that down the driving range, am I? In fact, I'm not sure the whole concept of this is valid. I mean, keeping your head still in a golf swing? Yeah, I guess you don't want to be sort of doing all this, but I just don't think that's what really happens with the physics of the golf swing. Now I've spoken to a couple of pros and they said keeping your head still is one of the worst pieces of advice you can give a golfer. Okay, it's not possible. You don't want to be teaching young golfers this. I mean, obviously your head's going to move. Just check out this picture of Dustin Johnson. His head's moving there and he's the world #1. Okay, £25, I'd save you money. Now next up is the smart ball. These are pretty cool. You might have seen people like Justin Rose using one of these. Okay, and these are an inflatable kind of little beach ball thing. You blow it up, it attaches to an adjustable lanyard, and the idea here is you put it between the arms, and as you swing, it synchronises the body and the arms up. It's going to hopefully help you avoid the dreaded chicken wing. It's going to make you feel like you're coming from in to out, and it's going to help you sync up. Now you can use this with every club, from the driver through to the putter. I think these are pretty cool. They're lightweight. You can put it in your golf bag, use it when you practice, use it before as a warm-up. When you are buying one of these, be careful though. I've seen these online for as much as £50. I got this one off eBay for $5.99. Okay, I'm sure it does just the same job. You know, you just got to adjust the lanyard so it fits for you. Put it in between the arms. Swing away. This next piece of equipment is called the Skills Power Position. It's a weighted swing plane and it's designed to help you swing on plane and also strengthen your golf muscles. I was having some trouble about a year ago where I was really sort of snatching the clubs inside. So my head pro Guy Wills recommended I got one of these. It's got a moulded grip, which is really helpful. It's short in length, so you can swing it inside. And also you see it's two colours. It's black on that side and yellow on there. And as you're using it, you're not meant to see any yellow. So as I'm swinging that there, I can't see any yellow. Obviously you can see it there on the camera, and that's designed to help me swing on plane. It's quite heavy, weighs 1.2 kilograms. I think it's about £40, not particularly cheap, but they are really well made. And that's something I use fairly regularly, just to make sure that the swing's on plane, and hopefully build up some of those golf muscles as well. If I wasn't taking it back on plane like that, I can see some yellow. Gives me some instant feedback that I'm not doing it right. So a nice smooth backswing, didn't see any yellow there. Just some basic sports equipment you've probably got at home can also help you as well. In golf, we're really guilty of overthinking the swing. If you go to hit a tennis ball, you don't think how you do it. Yeah, the same if you've got some kind of bat. Yeah, so maybe something like this can help me just work on that swing, get a nice fluid movement going. Look, I didn't knock the flowers over. Ouch, this isn't very flattering. This is a posture belt. So this can be used to help people who've got bad backs, weak backs, just feel what the correct posture is. Oh my word, get that off me now. Now you may have seen some devices or some pros on the range with equipment like this. This is just a good old-fashioned resistance band. You can buy golf specific ones, but they can be as much as £30. So something like this is perfect. All this is trying to do is to promote a nice one-piece takeaway. But as I say, a resistance band is just as good, and it's a lot cheaper. This piece of equipment is called the chip click, and what it's meant to do is to keep your wrists straight in the chipping action. So if I bend my wrists, it clicks. So let's try that out. Okay, let's deliberately bend the wrists. No click. No good. So let's look at a couple more sort of strengthening aids and warm-up aids. You've got this thing here. No, it's not a donut. It's a weight that goes over your golf club and it sits there on the head like that. And this is really there just to get you warmed up, get you used to swinging a slightly heavier club, loosen up some muscles before you go and play. But whatever you do, don't do this and then head straight to the first tee, because you pick your driver out of the bag, it's going to weigh a lot lighter than that. You're going to swing it too fast and be reaching in your bag for another ball. So this is a great warm-up, maybe at the start of your warm-up just to get the muscles going, but make sure you hit some shots before you head out onto that first tee. This is the Pure Tempo 48-inch training aid. It's got a counterweight on one end. It's a really whippy shaft, and this is designed as a sort of pre-round, low-impact warm-up tool. It feels very strange to use. It's super whippy. It's there to help you with your balance. Oh gosh, not sure I like this, and I certainly won't be buying a 48-inch driver. Wow, it's there to build up some muscle memory, increase some strength, and warm you up. I can already feel after a few swings actually with the weight on that. It's just very odd. Not really sure that's for me. This is the Swing Speed Golf swing stick. It's a golf shaft, got a grip on it, but it comes with 3 interchangeable weights, 100 grams, 150 grams and 200 grams. And the idea behind this is you do it 3 times a week for 6 weeks, and it should help you increase your swing speed. So you've got to swing it as fast as you can, right-handed, fast as you can, left-handed, and then also step into it a bit like a Happy Gilmore. And they say that if you do that over this 6 weeks training course, you will increase your swing speed. Now I'm halfway through filming an episode of the golf show to review that. We'll film my swing speed and the club head speed at the start of the episode. We're going to film it at the end and see if I get any gains through using one of these. This is also, I think, a really good warm-up tool, you know, before you go out on the course. These retail just over £100, so not particularly cheap. If it gets me an extra 10 yards down the fairway, I think that'll be money well spent. This is a putting mirror. The design behind this is so when you stand over the ball, it's to help you see where your eyes are in relation to the ball. Okay, so let's go try this out. So you line your putt up, you put the ball down there, you stand over it, see if your eyes are on that line in the middle, hit the putt. So as you can see here, the idea is to get my eyes over that line on the middle, so that when I'm putting my club behind the ball, my eyes are right over the ball. If you remember years ago, you probably used to drop a golf ball on top of it, see if your eyes are over it. Here's a word of warning with this though, just check with your pro exactly where your eyes should be. You know, the old adage is it needs to be on that centre line there, but you've seen a lot of people now who putt maybe with a slightly longer putter and their eyes are inside the ball. So have a chat with your pro, make sure he tells you where you want to be, and then when you know where your eyes need to be, then you can practice that using one of these mirrors. These are relatively inexpensive, and I think they're a really good practice tool. Another one of my favourites is the Visio putting mat. As you can see here, each of the vertical lines represent the club face through the backswing and through the stroke of a putt. Now you can buy these with various arcs on them. It's important you get fitted by your club pro so that you know you've got the right mat for your stroke. Okay, I really like this. I think it's a simple tool. It's great for practicing. It's kind of a waxy card. It's water resistant. You just roll it up. It comes in a nice little tube after you've used it. So really good piece of kit. These can range from 25 to 35 pounds depending where you buy them. So have a good look online. But really helpful if you want to sort of grain in a really good putting stroke. So each of these vertical lines represents what the club face should look like going through the stroke. Got some holes there if you put some tees in. Pretty pure. So there's the mat. Each one of these lines is meant to represent where the club head should be in the various parts of the putting stroke. Pretty simple, instant visual aid there. Really like these. I would recommend trying one of these out. In the end, I did buy a practice net for the garden. A few things to think of there. I got this one from eBay. Struggling a little bit with those instructions. Managed to get the thing built. This is a 2-metre net. It's not the biggest net in the world, and I haven't got the biggest garden. I've probably got 10 metres from that wall to my patio doors. Okay, so I'm a little bit nervous when I hit this, and I've got to be honest, I've not really been using it that much. It's also really noisy. It's going to annoy the neighbours. So if you are going to get one, maybe get something that's a little bit bigger, gives you some confidence to hit it. This is going in the garage, I think. Now, whilst I've not had a lot of success with this net, it has come in handy for one thing, Zach's Nerf gun practice. Oh! Ow, it's got me! Come on, buddy. Oh, I nearly caught that. Get it in the net. Oh, bullseye! This training aid is called the Perfect Release. It's a training aid to help you keep your swing on plane and keep the club face square, help the body rotate. Actually feels pretty good, but this is £50, so it's not cheap. You've got a heavy yellow cord here, which it says is for low handicappers, and it's got a green cord that it also comes with for mid to high handicappers. Okay, let's have another go. Certainly does feel like it's keeping it on plane, but £50, I just don't know about that. Another putter training aid is the Sergio Garcia putter ball. So it looks like a putter right until you get to the end. And that's the putter ball. And the idea of this is that if you don't hit the putt perfectly, with the rounded end, it's going to go off on all different angles. Quite heavy, feels heavier than my normal putter. That one went off to the right. That one off to the right as well. I'm not sure if I like this. I'm not sure it's going to give me a lot of confidence in my putting stroke. Have you ever used anything like that? Put some comments below, let me know what you think of this. I think it's a little bit strange. I hope you found that review helpful. There's clearly some great products out there that can help everyone, but there's also some weird and wacky ones that are just a waste of money. My advice would be talk to your club pro, talk to the person who gives you your lessons and see what training aids can help you. Okay, now watch this next part of the golf show if you want to win a great prize. I want to give you Rory McIlroy's signed Nike golf shirt. And all you've got to do to be with a chance of winning this is to subscribe to The Golf Show on YouTube. Yes, it's as simple as that. Go on YouTube, search up The Golf Show and hit that subscribe button. And whilst you're there, turn on the notifications so you're not going to miss the great content we're putting out there each week. Then, when we get to 1,000 subscribers, I will pick one at random and I will ship this beauty anywhere in the world. Best of luck.
Hi guys, Chris Hanson here at the Academy Crosland Heath, and today we're going to talk about the Stinger, the Tiger Woods Stinger shot. I think it's a shot that a lot of people want to play and a lot of people try and play, but they probably don't have quite the right understanding of how they should go about it. So basically, you want to get the ball flight down, so you have to deal off the club, so club's going back in your stance, but when you do that, you have to feel to aim left. So ball goes back, alignment's left, and then when you're hitting down, your angle of attack is going to be very, very steep, 8-9 degrees down, but your path has to exit left to match that up. So we're talking sort of probably 5, 6, 7 degrees left on path as well. So if I give that a go, maybe a nice way to set up into the ball would be set up with your right foot in first, so your left foot sort of feels a little bit open. Ball definitely back in the stance and feel to exit left and low. There you go, something like that. Okay, so that shot there was 7 down angle of attack, so 6.9 angle of attack down, face held open to the path, and obviously it shows that the carry went down to sort of 180, but obviously it runs a long way.
Hi guys, Joel Showholm here. What kind of clothing am I well known for wearing when I'm traveling the world and playing golf? European Tour, Challenge Tour, whatever you want to say it. But what piece of clothing do I normally wear? It could be quite unique. Until then everyone, stay classy.